Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Live from Lemoy Field on the campus of Post University here in Waterbury, Connecticut this afternoon. Women's flag football, as the Post University Eagles host the Roxbury Community College Tigers. A pleasant good morning, everybody. Jeff Nelson here in the broadcast booth will bring you all of the action. The Eagles 0-2 on the season as they look to get on the winning side of the ledger. Also looking to get their first points as a program, as they were shut out twice last week versus Wagner College in their two games. Today they'll play Roxbury now, and then at 2:30 we'll host Bryant and Stratton College out of Albany, New York. So should be a good day of flag football. Thank you for joining us wherever you are across the Post University Network family. Should be a good one today. Captains are at midfield. 4 officials. And Roxbury will make the call. It is tails. Looks like Roxbury has won the toss, and they will elect to defer, which means the Eagles will get the ball for the first half.
I'm colding it in here.
So the Eagles will get the ball to start the game. They'll go right to left as you look at your screen and dial. They're wearing their orange uniforms with the white numbers. Roxbury, the Tigers, going left to right in their black and orange uniforms. Flag football has a running clock, 15 minutes. They have 30-second play clock. And the first downs are defined by crossing the marker 20 yards away. So you can have, it's not 20 yards per first down. It's within that zone. So there's a first down between the 20 and the 40 at the 40. That's midfield. It's an 80-yard field. And then the 40 and the 20, and then 20 and the goal line. So you can pick up 4 first downs on an initial drive, which will start at the 14-yard line. So it will start 1st and 6. There are punts, but no field goal kicking. Extra points are 1 or 2 points, depending on where you are on the field or where you choose to take it. 1 from the 3, 2 from the 10. Now we'll rise for the playing of our national anthem. Our national anthem for a Sunday morning here at Post University at Lemoy Field. Eagles again coming off 2 shutout losses last week, looking to get their first point as a program and then hopefully figure out a way to get their first win of the season. Eagles going right to left, as we mentioned. They'll start on the 14-yard line with a 1st and 6. That's how we do this in flag football. And we'll get to all of the players and stats as we move along here this morning on the Post University Sports Network. Eagles quarterback is Delia Katsaftis. Last week in the 2 games, she was 21 for 45, 5 interceptions, 147 yards overall. Eagles look to start off a little bit quicker this week. They did struggle offensively. Defensively weren't bad, particularly in game number 2, but the first game was a struggle. So Katsaftis with Solis to her right will start 1st and 6 from the 14. In motion, handoff. Over the 15, gets to right around the first down marker before the flag is pulled. That's Anaya Booker. Gains, call it 5, so make it 2nd and 1. Flag was pulled by Roxbury's Maya Jimenez. gain of 5 on first down. 2nd and 1. Kotsaftis looking over the defense, takes the ball, hands it off right up the middle. That's going to be a first down and a little bit more. Call it a gain of 5 to Hannah Solis, a sophomore out of Southington, Connecticut. And Eagles 2 plays, get a first down. It's 1st and 15. Again, it's the marker, not the location. So it's 1st and 15 from the 25. Kotsaftis fakes a handoff, gives it to Solis on the reverse, goes up on right side, has close to 10 yards before dragged down, and Solis goes down, struggling to get up after a gain of 11. And Solis on one knee after the run of, I can mark it for 12, so it's going to be 2nd and 3 at the 37. And hopefully Hannah is okay. She took a reverse handoff, went off right side. Bit of a collision at the 37, and she fell to one knee. Last week, Solis, Eagles' best all-around offensive player, had 2 catches for 9 yards and 47 yards on the ground on 12 carries. Let's see, hopefully she can get herself up. She's up. And she is in pain, hobbling. And she has to be carried off. Eagles a little bereft of subs here today. As on the 3rd play of the game, Hannah Solis goes down. Hopefully, again, okay, but needing to be carried off. She'll be put on the bench by her teammate, Melanie Carrasco, who carried her all the way to the bench. Second and 4, officially marked at the 36. Kotsaftis moves Acevedo Lopez, hands it off up on right side. Again, first down for the Eagles. And still going, finally brought down after a first down at the 35. So 4 running plays and 2 first downs for the Eagles. As the offense looking a little bit better, Roxbury, the Tigers, playing a zone, allowing that run right up the middle. And they're playing 3 or 4 yards off the line of scrimmage as well, which is helping the Eagles with these quick handoffs, gaining 3, 4, 5 yards right off the top. That was Ana Acevedo Lopez who got the first down. Another handoff, this one a little bit behind. She avoids the first tackle, still going, and finally brought down on a flagpole at the 29-yard line. So 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. As another handoff, Acevedo Lopez last week, 11 carries, 30 total yards. Last week, Eagles yet to throw 5 straight run plays, but 2 first downs. Another handoff, this time on a reverse. Coming over on the left side is Booker. Booker gets another first down. She's into the red zone. She's still going, and then finally brought down just shy of the 5. So the Eagles already with their best field position of the entire season at the 4-yard line officially, as Booker that time took a handoff. And Booker last week had 3 catches for 11 yards and 7 carries for 33. So the Eagles, 1st and goal now from the 4. Kotsaftis lifts the leg, hands it off to Acevedo Lopez. She tries to go off the right side. She's close to the end zone. She might be in. It is! Touchdown, Eagles! As Ana Acevedo Lopez, 4-yard handoff and a touchdown for the Eagles' first points as a program, with 11:51 remaining in the first quarter, and they lead 6-0. A very smooth Eagles drive, 7 plays right down the field, all runs, and a rushing touchdown for Acevedo Lopez, and the Eagles will go for 1. The ball's at the 3-yard line. Snap. Rolling out to the left is Kotsaftis. She'll throw. She finds a receiver and into the end zone for the extra point. is Alexa Arnold, and the Eagles very quickly march down the field in under 3 minutes, and they have a 7-0 lead on the Acevedo Lopez 4-yard run, excuse me.
It was one.
So the Eagles, 7 running plays, and they march themselves directly down the field and get themselves a touchdown. Good job by the Eagles. 74-yard drive. So now Roxbury will start 1st and 10 from the 14. Their quarterback is Jaylene Tatro. In the shotgun, takes the snap. She'll hand it off, and there's a flag for what likely is offsides or illegal motion. Let's see. Illegal motion on Roxbury, so that'll push them back 5 yards. And so instead of first and 6, it's now 1st and 11. First and 11. Snap is high. They'll hand it off on the left side to their running back, who comes over and is brought down. That's Nat Machado, the running back. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. Let's see where they officially mark it. Still at the 9, so no gain. Make it 2nd and 11 from the 9. Eagles off to the kind of start they were looking for. 7-0 lead on the Acevedo Lopez 4-yard rushing touchdown. Strange formation for Roxbury. Quarterback 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage, waiting for the snap. Eagles show blitz. High snap again. Fakes the handoff. Gives the handoff, though. Now off to the right side this time. And brought down, again, maybe a gain of 1. Call it 2. And it's 3rd and 9. With 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Eagles. 3rd and 9. Ball at the 11. They need the 20 for the first down. Eagles playing man. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls to the right. Throws it. But the ball is deflected on a nice defensive play by Ana Acevedo Lopez. And the Eagles force the Tigers to a 4th and 9 on Roxbury's first drive. Already a much better game for the Eagles. They've scored. They've played good defense. They're going to get the ball back likely because the Tigers are going to punt. Back to receive is Anaya Booker. And Melanie Carrasco. Temperature is about 42 degrees. It's partly sunny. The sun's out right now. Wind blowing across the field from right to left. Tatro is the punter. She ground balls it. It is picked up at the 38 by Booker. Booker holding it with one hand, which you can do in flag football because you don't have to worry about the strip. Gets brought down at the 33-yard line where the Eagles will have great field position in 1st and 13. Call it 12. Ball officially at the 32, so 1st and 12 for the Eagles, going right to left as you look at your screen and dial, leading 7-0. Eagles had 7 runs on the opening possession, and the Acevedo Lopez touchdown to boot, so cats off this. In the shotgun. She's only about 3 yards behind her center. Hands it off to Acevedo Lopez again as the Tigers continue to play well off the line of scrimmage. Make that a gain of close to 6. 2nd and 6 from the 26. As long as they continue to play that far off the line of scrimmage, the Eagles will gladly continue to run the ball. 2nd and 6 from the 26. 1 receiver far left, 3 receivers to the right for the Eagles. As again, Roxbury playing well off the line of scrimmage. Fakes the handoff to Acevedo Lopez and goes up the middle. And a good run here as close to the first down. was Melanie Carrasco. Pardon me, that was Anaya Booker. And it'll be 3rd and call it 2 from the 22. Eagles quick to the line. 30-second play clock, but the Eagles aren't using much. Now a quarterback draw will still going as they miss the tackle, and it looks like she'll get into the end zone. No. Katsaftis about 5 yards short. So another run, this time a quarterback draw and a gain of 17 for the quarterback. Delia Katsaftis, 1st and goal from the 5. Eagles driving again. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. 7-0. Eagles. Katsaftis has 2 receivers on both sides. Fakes the handoff, then gives the handoff. It was low. Trying to get around the corner is Booker, and Booker is into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. For the second time in the first quarter, the Eagles get a rushing touchdown. This one, Anaya Booker, from 5 yards away. And now it's...
I thought it just goes.
Eagles will go for 1, leading 13-0. They've yet to throw a pass. They only on the conversion did they throw a pass. Now rolling right again, Katsaftis has a wide open player in the back of the end zone for the extra point. That's Wilma Fiel. And the Eagles, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, 2 running touchdowns, and 2 passing extra points. 14-0 Eagles, 5:30 to go in the first quarter. And the Eagles have done a great job early on to make up for last week, taking what Roxbury's giving them. If they're not going to press the line, the Eagles are just going to keep handing the ball off. Again, different formations. 4 receivers to the left this time for Roxbury, 1 to the right. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap again is slow and high. Throws it across the body and dropped by their receiver on the pass. Machado dropped that one. So same formation. Again, 8 yards behind and a slow high snap and then another flag. This time it's another illegal formation on illegal motion on Roxbury. And that'll push them 5 yards back again. So 1st and 6 becomes 2nd and 11 after an incompletion and a penalty. Standing on her goal line is the quarterback. Fakes a handoff, rolls to the right, throws it up the middle. It is caught this time right around the 15-yard line. Make it to 16, so 3rd and 4. As Jaylene Tatro, the quarterback, 1 for 3 in the game so far. 3rd and 4. Ball in the near hash. Tigers of Roxbury going left to right as you look at your screen and dial. Trips to the far side left. Single receiver right. Snapped. Fakes the handoff. Still rolls as the quarterback. She'll throw it towards her center and it's dropped. Good job defensively by the Eagles to make that play. Ana Acevedo Lopez with her 2nd deflection of the game defensively. She's got a touchdown and a couple of defensive deflections. And this puts Roxbury in a position to see whether they're going to punt again on 4th and 4 from the 16. Back to receive is Booker. First punt was a ground ball to short. Went about 12 yards in the air before bouncing into the arms of Booker. Let's see if this punt is any better by quarterback Tatro. Snap is good. Kick is significantly better as he'll drive Booker all the way back, and a nice catch at the 25. Booker has to go to the 20. Now reverses the field, comes back up to the 35-40, makes a move to the over midfield before is out of bounds on the Tigers side of the field at the 36-yard line. So the Eagles again with field position on the Tigers side of the field. 1st and 16 with 2:30 to go in the first quarter, and the Eagles up by 14. See if Roxbury will push their defense up a little bit, force the Eagles to throw, because as long as they're going to play this far back, the Eagles are going to keep running the football. And again, still 3 yards off the ball. So Kotsaftis taking what's being given, takes the snap, rolls to the right. She's got the ball in the quarterback draw again. Over on right tackle, she'll get the first down, bounce off a defender, keep going before being pushed out of bounds. After a gain of, call it close to 10, so 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line. On the gain, on the run by Kotsaftis. She's got 2 runs in this game. 20 and 10 yards respectively, so 30 yards on the ground for Kotsaftis, who's yet to throw other than the extra points. Now a quick handoff up the middle. That time, better defense by Roxbury. No gain there as a flag pull made at the 20. I'll mark it at the 25. Good flag pull there by, looked like that was Valentina Windlev. 3rd and close to 6. As Kotsaftis looks over the field, rolls to the left, throws it deep down the left side. She's got a player open. It is caught for an Eagle touchdown. The 3rd of the first quarter. It's Hannah Van Size, the 5'7" sophomore out of Ontario, Canada, on a 26-yard touchdown catch. The first completion on the first throw of the game, and the Eagles have a 20-0 lead and have made this look as smooth as possible in the first quarter. 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 completions for extra points, and a 26-yard touchdown to Hannah Van Size for the first throwing touchdown in program history. And the Eagles have a 20-0 lead. Now a deep throw again. It's caught for another extra point. 3 for 3 on extra points is quarterback Delia Kotsaftis. And Hannah Van Size with the 26-yard touchdown catch and the extra point catch, and the Eagles lead 21-0. Van Size had 7 receptions for 93 yards last week. This week, 1 for 1 on a touchdown and 26 yards. And that'll end quarter number 1 with the Eagles leading 21-0. As good of a first quarter and as picture perfect as you can have. We'll see how the second quarter goes as the team switch sides. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Post University Women's Flag Football on the Post University Sports Network. Jeff Nelson back with you. Start of the second quarter here. Eagles and Roxbury. The Eagles have a 21-0 lead. 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. A 4-yard run by Ana Acevedo Lopez. A 5-yard run by Anaya Booker. And a 26-yard touchdown pass from Delia Kotsaftis to Hannah Van Size. And the Eagles have 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points and have played perfect defense on their 2 defensive series, forcing punts and not even allowing a first down. And the Eagles with a 21-0 lead. Roxbury gets the ball 1st and 6 from the 14. They go right to left as we start the second quarter. Their quarterback is Jalen Tatro. She takes the snap, fakes the handoff, has trouble controlling it. Another deflected ball at the line, and Ana Acevedo Lopez again, her 3rd deflection of the first half. And another incompletion for Roxbury. Tatro 1 for 4 in the game so far, throwing the football. And the Eagles playing a right amount of zone, right amount of man, and right around to blitzing. Really confusing. Now Rodriguez rolling to the right side, looking to get close to the first down, and she is brought down 3 yards shy. Excuse me, that was Tatro. 3 yards shy. 3rd and 3. Ball right in the middle of the field. Again, an 80-yard field. And again, the first downs are the lines, the 20, the 40, the 20, and then into the end zone. So it's, in this case, a 3rd and 3. Eagles looking to stay perfect defensively. They'll go trips to the right, single receiver left, running back next to Tatro, who's a little closer to the snapper now, only 5 yards back. Fakes the handoff. Tatro rolls, finds a nice pass on a slant over the middle. That's enough for a first down as the ball was caught by Kendra O'Brien. And Roxbury has their first down of the game here at the start of the second quarter. Running clock, again 30-second play clock. So the ball at the 23-yard line, 1st and 17 for the Tigers on their first down. Second completion of the day for Tatro. Twin receivers on either side. High snap. Takes her a little bit to get to the ball. She'll throw it over the middle. It's picked off! Interception at the 30. Still rolling with it is Booker. Booker might get an interception return for a touchdown. And she does. It's touchdown Eagles as Booker gets a 30-yard interception return for a touchdown, and into the nest for the second time today goes Booker, and the Eagles have a 27-0 lead on the 30-yard interception return for the touchdown. So the Eagles doing everything right through the first 18 minutes of the game, and they'll go for the extra point with the ball on the 3. Kotsaftis moves Acevedo Lopez from right to left. Stacked 3 receivers to the right. Snap is bouncing on the ground, and that'll be a dead ball and a missed extra point. So the Eagles, 3 touchdowns and an interception return for a touchdown, have made up for last week for sure. And the Eagles lead 27-0 with 11:45 to go in the first half. Roxbury finally gets to the first down, crossed the 20, and then throws an interception on the next pass. And the Eagles have a 27-0 lead here in the second quarter. Ball starts on the 14, so 1st and 6 from the 14. Snap again, hands off on the right side to their running back. That's Nat Machado, who has the flag pulled after a gain of 2. Ball starts on the 14. Machado ran probably about 30 yards and only gained 2 because she ran from the midfield all the way to the right side. Gain of 2, 2nd and 4. And this game feeling like it moving a lot faster than last week. Wagner would take that play clock down to about 1 second before snapping on every play. And again, Wagner, a little bit more experienced group, as again, first year for the Eagles. Snap. Fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle again, this time over the head of her receiver. That was Jamari Rodriguez. And it's 3rd and 4. Again, the hope is that the Eagles will be playing CACC flag football next year. Several of those programs all looking to form the official league here. But year one as an independent program. 10 minutes ago, first half, 27-0 Eagles. Trips to the left. Ball on the far right hash mark. Snap. Again, slow. Rolls to the left, trying to avoid the defense. She's going to get sacked, and she's brought down for a 2-yard loss on an excellent play there by Melanie Carrasco. And the Eagles look like they're going to get the Tigers off the field again as they go 3 and out on the first sack of the day by the Eagles. And Roxbury struggling. 2 for 6 throwing the ball, 1 interception, and an interception return for a touchdown. The Eagles have been perfect offensively so far today. Tatro back to punt, takes the snap, steps into that punt. Good punt again. Between the two defenders, it'll bounce and it'll keep rolling all the way back toward the 21. It's picked up at the 21, avoids the first tackle, and then brought down out of bounds at the 27-yard line as Carrasco fielded the punt and went over her head. She had to chase it down. Got it back at the 21, gained about 6 before going out of bounds. So 1st and 13 from the 27-yard line. With the clock running, 8 minutes and change to go, Eagles leading 27-0. They're 3 for 3 on their drives in this game so far. Delia Katsaftis has 2 receivers on either side. She'll throw it this time. Quick little pass right out to Booker. Booker makes a move, goes up the middle, close to a first down before being brought down about a yard short. So gain of 12 for the Eagles on that quick pass. And Katsaftis 2 for 2. 2nd and 1 from the 39. Again, the 40-yard line is midfield at women's flag football. It's an 80-yard field. So the Eagles only need 1. It's 2nd and 1. And Roxbury has pulled their defense in a little bit more, given the propensity of the Eagles to run. Nice little move there. Still a first down. A spin move still going. Finally brought down after a gain of close to 7 by Rihanna Boland. Boland last week, 3 catches for 5 yards and 1 rush for 3 yards. And there was her rush right there. Gain of 7. First down Eagles. 1st and 14 from the 34. Eagles doing a good job with motion. Now another quarterback run by Katsaftis. She's got a hole. She's still going. They missed the tackle. She's still going. Finally brought down after another first down, and she's into the red zone as a gain of 18 by Katsaftis. And the Eagles driving again. They're at the 15-yard line, 1st and goal, with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Again, Roxbury pushing up the defense a little bit, trying to prevent the run, but Katsaftis and the runners have done a great job just exploiting holes and throwing when they need to. Katsaftis takes the snap, gives the handoff to Acevedo Lopez, who gets around the corner. They missed the flagpole, and she kept going. They could have had her for a 2-yard loss. Instead, she gets 7. And it's 2nd and goal from the 8. As Acevedo Lopez will forever be in the history books as the first touchdown scorer in women's flag football history for the Eagles. Second and call it 9. Twin receivers to either side. Snap. Katsaftis throws it over the middle. It's caught again by Acevedo Lopez. They missed the flagpole again. She might be in. She is short by a yard. 3rd and goal from the 1. On another simple pitch and catch by Katsaftis and Acevedo Lopez. So 3rd and goal from the 1. Eagles lead 27-0. A much better look for the Eagles than last week, coming off 2 shutout losses. Right now, shutting out Roxbury and leading by 27. Tight formation on 3rd and 1. Looks to be a rollout. Here's a pass up into the middle. It's caught for the touchdown. Let's know if they're going to say it's a drop. Oh, thought she had control of that ball, but the official says she dropped it. Fortunately, no instant replay here in women's flag football. So the first incompletion for Katsaftis. So now 4th and goal from the 1. As they say, Boland dropped it. I think that probably should have been a touchdown, but either way, 4th and goal from the 1. Snap. Katsaftis rolls to the left. There's nobody there. She's into the end zone. That's a simple touchdown. 1-yard run for Delia Katsaftis, the junior out of Beacon Falls, Connecticut, running this offense superbly today. And the Eagles now have a 33-0 lead, rather. And Katsaftis has looked good today. 3 for 4 throwing, 1 touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, and is 3 for 4 on extra points. And not really her fault on the last one. She rolls to the right. She's got a receiver. She throws it. It's caught. Extra point is good. That's Anaya Booker. And the Eagles have a 34-0 lead with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Eagles have had 4 offensive drives, 4 touchdowns, and then an interception return for a touchdown. Roxbury has 1 first down and 2 completed passes. So the Eagles have done everything they've needed to do in this football game. And Roxbury will start 1st and 6 from the 14. They've had the punt 3 times, and they've had an interception returned for a touchdown. Ball in the middle of the field at the 14. Again, quarterback Tatro standing about 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now has stepped up a little bit. Trip receivers to the near side left. Tatro fakes the handoff. Very slow-moving play. Tatro, no rush. Throws it over the middle. It's picked off again. The Eagles pick off another one. And another interception for Rihanna Boland. And the Eagles making this look easy today, as they'll have 1st and goal from the 14 yard line. Yep, 1st and goal from the 14. Eagles 34-0. First and goal from the 14. Good crowd on hand for flag football here on a Sunday morning. Eagles 1st and goal. Katsaftis, quick pitch, catch, caught. Carrasco closing toward the end zone, but taken down on a flagpole at about the 5, so gain of 9. As Katsaftis 4 for 5 on the day with a touchdown and a rushing touchdown. 2nd and goal from the 5. It's the 2-minute warning here at Lamoille Field on the campus of Post University. And if you watched last week and wondered what it was, this week has been a little bit more of what you're supposed to see. In regards to flag football, the Eagles have been motoring up and down the field. 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, 4 drives, 4 touchdowns, and now drive number 5, where they are 2nd and goal as we reach the 2-minute warning here at Post University. Don't forget, this game will conclude. Then there'll be another game here that we will not be broadcasting, and then the Eagles will host Bryant and Stratton College out of Albany, New York at 2:30 today. The Eagles will play next on Saturday up in Buffalo against Villa Maria College, and at Deauville in 2 games next Saturday, before playing Villa Maria again in Hartford Community College on Thursday, March 26th, and then they'll return home for the home finales, where they'll play Howard and Roxbury again. That'll be on Sunday, April 12th. Second and goal from the 5. Tight formation, 4 players right next to the ball, 3 to the right of the snapper. Katsaftis rolls to the right, has a receiver open. It is caught this time by Rihanna Boland. Touchdown, Eagles, as they have scored again. It's 40-0. And Boland on a 5-yard touchdown catch after she picked off the ball to start this drive, and the Eagles closing in. And really everything at this point a program record for the Eagles, as they didn't score last week, and this is only game number 3. Snap on the extra point, rolling left, now faking right, and then brought down behind the line of scrimmage on the extra point, so that is no good. And the Eagles will have a 40-0 lead with 1:40 to go in the first half. Other thing, too, is Eagles really been spreading the ball around. 4 touchdowns from 4 different players, and then you include the interception return for the touchdown, 5 touchdowns from 5 different players, and then the interception return for a touchdown. That's the only dual touchdown person, which is Anaya Booker. Snap on 1st and 6. Tatro fakes it, throws it off to the right side. It is caught and then coming all the way over here and brought down again for no gain. A long play and a lot of running for no gain by Nat Machado. With a minute to go in the first half, 2nd and 6 from the 14. Machado's done a lot of running, just hasn't gained a lot of yards. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Eagles leading by 40. Trip receivers to the right, single receiver to the left, ball on the near hash mark. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Sits in the middle of the field. No rush. Now throws it deep down the middle. Again, it is almost picked off, but punted down with her hands was Wilma Fiel, the 5'11 freshman out of Ballsta, Sweden. Clock stops in the last 2 minutes, so 24 seconds remain. 3rd and 6. Ball was thrown in the direction of Ileana Reyes. Fakes the handoff again. Rolls, throws up the middle, behind, and almost picked off by Van Size. And now 4th and 6 from the 14 with 17 seconds to go is going to give the Eagles another opportunity to possess the ball. Chloe Wilson back to receive, as is Rihanna Boland. Punting is Jaylene Tatro. Snap is high. It's caught by Tatro. She'll step into it. She'll pop it up in the air. It is dropped at the 25, but 7 seconds remain in the first half. That is a 9-yard punt by Tatro, and the Eagles will have one last chance. Oh, actually the clock runs out. That's it for the first half. Eagles dominant first half. They lead 40-0 as touchdowns by Acevedo Lopez, Anaya Booker, Hannah Van Size, 26-yard touchdown reception, an interception return by Anaya Booker, 30 yards, a 1-yard run by Kotsaftis, and then a 5-yard complete catch by Rihanna Boland. And the Eagles have a 40-0 lead. We'll come back in about 8 minutes as it's halftime here at Lemoy Field. Eagles lead 40-0. Start of the second half here at Lemoy Field on the campus of Post University. Eagles leading 40-0 on a picture-perfect first half. The only blemish on the whole first half was a dropped pass by Rihanna Boland. Otherwise, perfection. Eagles drove 5 times, had 5 touchdowns, had an interception return for a touchdown. Roxbury had 1 total first down in the first half. Quarterback Delia Katsaftis was 5 for 6 in the first half, 2 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. They were 4 for 6 on extra points, just about did everything right. And now we'll start the second half. 1st and 6 from the 14. Snap is back to the quarterback. She looks over the middle, throws it to the right. It is dropped as the quarterback is Jaylene Tatro for the Roxbury Tigers. Incomplete was that pass. Tatro in the first half, 2 for 7 with 2 interceptions, 1 that was returned for a touchdown. Machado, the intended receiver. Twins to both sides. Tatro rolls to the right, throws it over the middle. It's picked off again. This could be another touchdown. Let's see how far she goes. Misses the flagpole and finally brought down at the 5-yard line. An interception by Anaya Booker. Excuse me, that was Rihanna Boland. And another interception, the 3rd of the day. And the Eagles again turn over the Tigers. Ball on the 5. 1st and goal from the 5, leading 40-0. Eagles have changed quarterbacks. It's now Anaya Booker at quarterback, given the lead. Snap to Booker. She looks to the right. She's left-handed. She throws left-handed. It's caught in the middle of the field. That might be a touchdown, and it is. It's Chloe Wilson. And the Eagles have a 46-0 lead, and the first pass of the day by Anaya Booker goes for a 5-yard touchdown to Chloe Booker. And again, the Eagles passing around the touchdowns. Everybody gets a touchdown. Wilson has 1. Boland has 1. Booker has 1. Booker has 2, actually. 1 interception, 1 rushing. And now she has a throwing touchdown. Extra point, Booker in the backfield. She's left-handed. She throws it in the middle. It is picked off in the end zone and brought down. So it doesn't count as an interception because it's an extra point, but no extra point. And the Eagles lead 46-0. That interception in the end zone was by Maya Jimenez on the extra point. It's 46-0 Eagles. So it looks like for this game, that's the end of Delia Katsaftis as a quarterback, barring some kind of injury. She was 5 for 6. With 2 touchdowns and 1 rushing in the first half. But 1 play, 1 pass. 1st and goal from the 5 for Anaya Booker. The left-hander gets the touchdown to Chloe Wilson. And the Eagles have a 46-0 lead. Fakes the handoff again. Throws it to no man's land. Did Tatro. And it's 2nd and 6 from the 14. Twin receivers to both sides. Ball in the middle of the field. Tatro, 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Waits for the snap. Gets the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls to the right. Standing there looking over the middle of the field. Now going to throw. Goes over the Jimenez. Jimenez catches it behind the line of scrimmage and is flag pulled down at the line of scrimmage. So no gain. 3rd and 6. Excuse me, that was Machado who made the catch for no gain. Nat Machado, who in the first half did a lot of running, just didn't gain a lot of yards. She was going right to left and all over the field, but not going forward. So 3rd and 6 from the 14. Roxbury's second possession of the second half. First one was 1 play and an interception. Snap. Handoff. Machado goes up the middle, is brought down after a gain of 2, so 4th and 4 from the 16. And we'll see if the Tigers will punt, trailing by 46.
2-yard gain from number 2,
Machado, basically the entire offense outside of quarterback Jaylene Tatro for Roxbury today. And again, 3 and out for Roxbury. They've had 1 first down in the game, and then the next play they turned it over. They haven't crossed the 25-yard line today. Snap. Tatro will punt. It's a solid punt. Good one again, driving Booker back. Excuse me, that's Boland. Boland will pick it up at the 10. She fakes the reverse, keeps coming here to the near side. Boland trying to get around one tackler. She does. Up to the 25-yard line before going out of bounds. I think at the 24. A full team effort today. Ball will be marked at the 25. So 1st and 15 for the Eagles after a great punt by Jaylene Tatro. And the Eagles will start 1st and 15 from, I believe, their worst field position today. First and 15 from the 25-yard line for the Eagles, who lead by 46. Jeff Nelson here with you up in the broadcast booth. Again, we thank you for joining us wherever you are across the country or around the world here this morning. And actually, it's afternoon now here on the East Coast. This afternoon on the East Coast. Snap. Booker, the quarterback, rolls to the left off the blitz. She'll throw again with the left hand. It's caught by Carrasco. She moves forward and is brought down. Defender is down. That is Chamari Rodriguez, who gets helped up. She seems to be okay. It's a completion to the 25. Let's see. Officials are talking this one over. First time today we've had sort of an official huddle since the opening coin flip. See where they mark it. This might be enough for a first down. See, they still haven't marked the ball. Now they're pushing it back. So they're going to call holding on the Eagles. So push that ball back. And what I'm not sure of is the down. Ball is snapped. Booker rolls, throws. It is caught by Wilson. Wilson close to the first down, and she is brought down a yard short. So I believe it's 3rd and 1, and a Roxbury player down at the 21. Let's see if they'll help her up again. I think that's the same player, Chamari Rodriguez. Third and 1 from the 19.
That's another Eagles first down.
3rd and 1 from the 19. Eagles need a yard for the first down. Booker throws deep over here on the left side. She's got a receiver. It's caught. That's enough for a first down and more. She might have crossed 2 first downs. She did at 2nd and 1. A long pass, and it's caught by the starting quarterback, Delia Katsaftis, who has moved to wide receiver, and a 22-yard pass for the first down. And now the Eagles have 1st and 19 at the 39. Booker 3 for 3 throwing the football. Midway through the third quarter, and the Eagles leading by 46. Booker, the lefty. Bad snap by Chloe Wilson. And that's a no play. but a loss of down, and now it's 2nd and 19. Snap. Booker. Hands to Acevedo Lopez. Rolls to the left side. She's got a block. She keeps going as nobody's tackled her, and finally she steps out of bounds at the 32-yard line. So call it 3rd and 12 for the Eagles at the 32. They need the 20 on Acevedo Lopez's run. Twin receivers to either side. Acevedo Lopez to the left of Booker, now to the right. Snap. Quick handoff on the reverse, up the middle, and tackled was Carrasco after call it a 1-yard run. So I believe it's 4th and 11. And it is 4th and 11 from the 31. First time all day the Eagles have had a 4th down. I think that was the first time all day they had a 3rd down. No, they had 1 3rd down. So 4th and 11. And the Eagles are going to punt. So Katsaftis will punt it. It is caught and dropped at the 9-yard line. So the Eagles' first punt of the day, Katsaftis, on 4th and 11, and the Eagles leading by 46. Do the sportsmanship type thing and punt.
Eagles punting away. That's a Roxbury first down.
Roxbury will have 1st and 9 from the 11. They've had the punt, and they've thrown an interception. Those have been their 2 offensive series here in the second half. How are the Tigers? Eagles have 3 players close to the snapper. It's snapped. Handoff is fake, though. The running back's not looking for it. Now the pass is thrown and dropped by Nat Machado. The handoff fake only works if the running back is actually next to you and you can hand it off. It doesn't work when the running back's in front of you and not looking at you. Thus, an incomplete pass after all of that. I must say, Roxbury did look good in warm-ups, but has not translated to the field. The Eagles have been dominant here in the game, leading by 46. Fake the handoff again, rolls to the right, stops, throws it over the middle. It's caught this time. That's enough for a first down. The second first down of the day, as the Tigers gain close to 14, and that ball was caught by Kendra O'Brien. As Tatro gets her 4th completion of the game. She is 4 for 12 and 3 interceptions as Tatro. Snap. Fakes the handoff again. Rolls to the right. Throws it back the other way. It is caught by Jimenez, and a loss of 3 makes it 2nd and 18. As we don't have the height of the Roxbury players, but Kendra O'Brien seems to be a little on the taller side. But 2nd and 18 from the 22. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Eagles up by 46. Trip receivers left, single receiver right, ball on the far hash mark. Snap. Quarterback. Fakes the handoff, throws it deep down the right sideline. She's got a receiver, but a good defensive play by Rihanna Boland, who's had a couple of interceptions in the game and a touchdown. But a nicely done defensive play as that pass was deflected away. And now it's 3rd and 18 from the 22. Roxbury is yet to cross the 25-yard line. They've gotten there twice. First time they threw an interception. Second time they've been pushed back 3 yards, and now it's 3rd and 18. Trips left, ball on the far hash mark. Roxbury going right to left, fakes the handoff, rolls, throws it over the middle. She had a receiver for a moment, but threw it into double coverage, and then a flag is thrown on the play as well, as there may have been a hold by the defense. As I think that was Tyler Moore they were looking for.
Flag on the play.
Let's see what the call is here. If it's against the Eagles, it's going to give the Tigers their best field position of the day with the clock running close to the end of the third quarter. And I think it's going to be on the Eagles, so this may give them enough. Let's see. It's pass interference on the Eagles. That's an automatic first down. And for the first time today, the Tigers have back-to-back first downs. One on their own, one by penalty. And now it's 1st and 8. With time running out in the third quarter, if they hurry, they can get one play off. I don't think they're going to hurry. And that'll end 3 quarters of play here at Lamoille Field. Eagles only get 1 touchdown in that quarter and lead 46-0. A dominant performance, but Roxbury with their best field position of the day. We'll see how it goes. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Post University Women's Flag Football on the Post University Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter here at Lamoille Field. Eagles leading 46-0. And if you think that sounds bad, well, if you're from Roxbury, it kind of is bad. But Roxbury driving for the first time today. They have 2 first downs in a row. They're 1st and 9 from the 1st and 8 rather from the 32. That's their best field position all day. It's the closest they've been to midfield all day. Eagles have 3 interceptions. And the quarterback for Roxbury, Jaylene Tatro, is not passing well, let's just say. She's 5 for 14, 3 interceptions on the day. Almost a complete reversal for how the Eagles played last week against Wagner, where they were unable to score in 2 games. Right now, they lead 46-0. First and 8. Tatro sends 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Ball near the near hash mark. Snap is high, fakes the handoff, sits in the middle, has time, throws it, almost picked off as she threw it right to Delia Katsaftis. But went through her arms and incomplete. Ball was intended for Mia Jimenez, but good job by Katsaftis, who has a reception, a rushing touchdown, 2 touchdowns, throwing, and has done a little bit of everything here today. Trips left, 2nd and 8 from the 32. Snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the right this time, steps into it, throws it in the middle of the field, but that's triple covered, and Boland almost had her 3rd interception of the day. Incomplete. So 3rd and 8 from the 32. Third down and 8. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, 1 to the short side. Snap. Fakes the handoff again. This time rolls to the left, steps in the middle of the field, throws it deep down the middle. It is bellbowled and caught for a first down. Nope, and the flag was never pulled. I think this is a touchdown. It is, as no flag was ever pulled. Everybody stopped. Nobody pulled the flag, and all the way into the end zone for a touchdown by Kendra O'Brien. And the Eagles, everybody stopped, including receiver O'Brien. But her flag was never pulled, and then she realized it, kept going, and by the time they realized it, she was all the way into the end zone. And the Eagles have given up their first touchdown of the year, or the game, rather. The Tigers score their first touchdown. And I believe that was 38 yards. But then a Roxbury player down, and that's been the delay right now. 13:07 to go in the fourth quarter. The Eagles leading Roxbury 46-6 with the Tiger extra point to come. Extra point, they're going to go for one from the 3-yard line, trailing by 40. Ball in the middle of the field, snapped. Tatro rolls to the right. Blitzer coming in, throws it in the middle. It's caught. That's an extra point for Roxbury. And it's 46-7, so the Eagles now lead by 39. As that was the best looking drive the Tigers have had all day. And now 1st and 6 for the Eagles from the 14. The first time, only the second time all day, they've had to go 1st and 6, and only the first time all day they've given up points. So 46-7 Eagles. Four for 10, by the way, in the second half is Jaylene Tatro with that touchdown. Jaylene Tatro and that interception. Acevedo Lopez around the corner will gain maybe 3 before stepping out of bounds at the 17. Well, we'll see their marker, 19. So 5-yard gain for Acevedo Lopez. And it's 2nd and 1 at the 19. Roxbury, who in the early stages of the game didn't put anybody up on the line defensively, and the Eagles just ran like crazy. 2nd and 1. Anaya Booker at quarterback for the Eagles, a lefty. Takes the snap, rolls to the right. She's easily going to get the first down and more. She's at the 25-30, still going 35-40. 35-30, she may go. Nope, the flag was pulled, or she stepped out of bounds. Not sure which. I think she stepped out of bounds, but that is a first down. And they're going to mark her all the way back at the 27-yard line. It looks like she stepped out of bounds because she's still wearing all of her flags. So 1st and 13 from the 27-yard line as Booker, after the 9-yard gain, stepped out of bounds. First and 13 from the 27. Apologies, 1st and 7 from the 33. Snap, Booker throws, caught, gain of 2, 2nd and 5. Acevedo Lopez caught it on sort of a push throw. And Booker is 4 for 4 in the second half, throwing the football. Booker looks over the defense, takes the snap, rolls to the left. Looks like she's going to throw. She does throw. It is caught, bobble caught by Carrasco right at midfield, and she's crossed over. That's a first down at the 38. So 1st and 18 for the Eagles as Carrasco makes the reception. Again, everybody's doing their job here today in game number 1 with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and the Eagles leading 46-7. 3 linemen tight together. Booker takes the snap, will roll to the right. She's got space, avoids the sack, keeps pushing ahead and said she'll run. Booker avoids the first layer of flag pullers, doesn't avoid the second layer as a couple of Roxbury players collided. Let's see where the flag was officially pulled. It was pulled at the 34-yard line, so call it 2nd and 14 on the quarterback keeper.
By number 3, Anaya Booker.
9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 14 at the 34. And a flag, I believe that's delay of game, and it is. So 2nd and 14 becomes 2nd and 19.
Delay of game on the offense. It's a loss of 5 yards.
Second and 19. Booker takes the snap, throws it, but sort of shot-putted it for an incompletion. 3rd and 19 for the Eagles, leading by 39. Booker gets the snap. 3rd and 19. Rolls left. Throws back the other way. It's caught by Acevedo Lopez, but only a gain of 2. And that's 4th and 17 for the Eagles, who will likely punt again. And Booker 6 for 7 today. Plus, the Eagles are going to go for it here. They might be going for it on 4th and 17.
That's a 4-yard gain from number 23.
Snap. Booker, they're going to go for it. She's going to throw it deep down the left side. It's a good-looking spiral. She's got a wide-open player. It's gone. Van Size. Touchdown, Eagles. I believe, waiting for the official word, it is no official word, but I think that is a touchdown. Let's see.
That's another Eagles touchdown.
It is officially a touchdown. Hannah Van Size, 37-yard touchdown. Her second touchdown catch of the game. And the Eagles have crossed the half-century mark. It's 52-7. Nice looking spiral by Anaya Booker, who herself has a touchdown run, a touchdown interception return for a touchdown, and now 2 touchdown passes in this game. And the Roxbury defender able to get up under her own power and is walking it off. I believe that was number 7, Chiamari Rodriguez. Eagles going for the extra point, all bunched up except for one wide receiver. Booker takes the snap, rolls to the empty side right. She's got a player open. It is caught. Is she in the end zone? She is. Extra point is good. Eagles lead 53-7. That is Chloe Wilson with the extra point.
The extra point attempt was successful. Throw by number 3, Anaya Booker.
And the Eagles have a 46-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Booker today also excellent as she started the second half with the Eagles leading by 40. She is 7 for 8 with 2 touchdowns in the second half. 1st and 6 for Roxbury, 5:45 to go in the fourth quarter. And the Eagles have put up 53 in this game. Snap. Fakes, throws over the middle. Caught. Wide open player was number 11. That's Kendra O'Brien, who's got the 1 touchdown for the Tigers. And the Eagles playing a zone defense now. She was able to find a spot in the zone. So it is 1st and 13 from the 27.
14-yard gain by number 11, 11, Kendra O'Brien.
Snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls left. Throws left. It is popped up in the air, and it is dropped. Went off the hands of her initial receiver, popped up in the air, went off the hands of a secondary receiver, and hit the ground with 4:40 to go in the fourth quarter. And the Eagles
From number 13, Jalen Tatro. Intended for number 9, Ileana Reyes.
and was looking for Reyes. Bounced off a secondary hand, and it's second and 12. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls right, throws it over the middle. It is caught in the middle of the zone again as the Eagles playing a light zone. Brought down after another first down throw. And Roxbury looking much better offensively here in the last few minutes. That was caught by Maya Jimenez. First and 13 for the Tigers as they're over in midfield again, trailing by 46.
From number 1, Mia Jimenez.
Two receivers to both sides. Tatro calling signals. Snap better. Hands off this time to Machado. She gets around the first layer of flag pullers, but not the second. Gains about 5. Call it second and 7 with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Call it a gain of 4, so second and 8. Trip receivers to the far side right. Ball on the far left hash. Snap. High, but caught by Tatro. Looks over the middle, throws over the middle. It is caught. She had two receivers. Caught by one of them. That was Chiamari Rodriguez. She gets enough for a first down, and it's first and goal from the 17. Again, Roxbury looking better here, but trailed 40-0 at half, so this game, in all intents and purposes, was over. But the Eagles have worked their way, the Tigers have worked their way into a better second half offensively as the clock ticks toward the 2-minute warning. And the Eagles lead by 46. Trips left, single receiver right. Tatro trying to get the play off. She does before the 2-minute warning. She fakes the handoff again, but the receiver not looking, and then it's popped up in the air and caught by Machado. That's a gain of about 5. And the 2-minute warning with 1:55 to go in the ballgame. Eagles will play again at 2:30 p.m. They'll play Bryant and Stratton, so stay with us for that game, or go have some coffee, watch some basketball, and come back and join us for that game at 2:30. As the Eagles lead by 46, playing defense here on what is second and goal from the 13-yard line. Good crowd on hand for an early Sunday morning and early afternoon on Selection Sunday here at Lamoille Field on the campus of Post University. Again, NCAA Tournament Selection Show tonight at 6 o'clock. One of everybody's favorite events here on campus, as well as basketball is winding down, but spring sports are underway. Baseball, softball, lacrosse, men's and women's, as well as flag football, the newest sport here at Post University. You can go to the Instagram page for the Eagles or check out all the videos on youtube.com/GoPostEagles. Get yourself up to date on everything going on at the Post University sports scene. Trips left, single receiver right. Second and goal from the 13. Snap to Tatro. Rolls backwards, throws to a receiver over the middle and almost picked off by Carrasco. 3rd and goal from the 13.
Intended for number 11, Kendra O'Brien.
Eagles going to get their first victory as a program here in game 1 of the 2 games this afternoon. And everything that sort of went wrong last week has gone right today as they lead 53-7. They led 40-0 at halftime. Tatro looks over the defense, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, gets away from the first defender, still running, now over the line of scrimmage, and then still avoiding the flagpole, and finally brought down at about the 7-yard line. 4th and goal from the 7 with a minute to go. Tatro 7 for 14 in the second half throwing the ball after a 2 for 7 first half that included 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown. She has a touchdown, so overall 9 for 21, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. She rolls back on 4th and 6, throws it. It is caught by Jimenez on a little dump, and then she is grabbed and brought down for no gain, and they will turn the ball over, and that will do it. The Eagles don't have to run a play. They've turned Roxbury over, and that's the ball game. The Eagles get their first win in program history on the flag football side, coming back from 2 shutouts last week to beat Roxbury 53-7 here this morning and afternoon. Congratulations to the flag football team on their first ever victory, a dominant one, 53-7. Quarterbacks for the Eagles in the game: Adelia Katsaftis, a rushing touchdown, 2 throwing touchdowns. She was 5 for 6 on the day. She also had a reception of 24 yards. And then Anaya Booker came in and was 7 for 8 and 2 touchdowns on the day. So Eagle quarterbacks overall 12 for 14, 4 touchdowns. And then they ran for 3 other touchdowns and had a rushing touchdown and an interception return for a touchdown. So the Eagles have done everything right. And lead and win 53-7. So, hoping to have Delia Katsaftis come up here for a post-game interview as the Eagles win their first game and the door closes because of the wind. So stick with us. Hopefully we'll have Delia Katsaftis here momentarily. As the Eagles win game number 1 of the 2 games today, they move to 1-2 on the season overall. And it always feels good to get your first win. This one first in program history this morning and afternoon. As we await the quarterback from Beacon Falls, Connecticut, Delia Katsaftis, who was 5 for 6 with 2 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown and had a reception. As the Eagles win game number 1, 53-7. Yeah, there we go. There's our quarterback. We're still alive.
Do you want me
So.
to put this on?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, you're okay.
There you go. First one?
First one.
First interview?
No, I did one more before.
Okay.
Hopefully this one goes a little better.
Is it Katsaftis? Is that how it's
Katsoftis.
Katsaftis.
Yes.
Okay. I'll butcher that twice. It's okay. All right. 5, 4. I know we're live. But 3, 2, 1. Daily Katsaftis with a... And I butchered it already.
It's okay.
That's
it
okay.
happens.
We'll get her name right as the season goes along, but an excellent day. First program win for the flag football team after a rough weekend last weekend. First, talk to me about today's game, how you guys came back with an excellent performance.
I think it had a lot to do with, we really, got together. Before in the locker room, we talked everything through, everything that went wrong in the game prior, and kind of just, keeping our energy up and, starting strong, because sometimes, when you're starting to lose, you start to get down on yourself. And I think that it was really all, the mentality, because we have it in us. It was not a very good game last game. I think we just needed to execute, and I think we did that perfectly today.
Talk to me about early on, you guys ran the ball a lot. Was that because they were just giving you that much space, or was that the game plan?
Yeah, so Dom likes to run a lot and kind of, test it out. I think that he saw that they were giving us a lot of space, and we were going to be able to run the ball. So he wanted to start out with that and kind of put in a few plays, because it's harder to run so many plays people catch on to what you're doing, but with the run, unfortunately Hannah got hurt. She's usually our best runner, but Anna really stepped up and did really good, and so it was the game plan to come out like that.
Talk to me about your defense today. I know you were out there a little bit, but
that was actually my first time playing defense. Our defense is great. I actually think it's one of our strongest suits, and I think that the girls are really passionate about our defense. I'm not super into defense. I don't really know what's going on. They were telling me what to do when we were out there. But I think that it was really good. I think we all kind of came together, and as we go, because a lot of us haven't done this before, so as we go, we're learning and we're getting better and we're seeing things differently. So as we play with a higher level competition, or people the same or a little bit lower, we're always learning things. And I think that our defense is something that was a little bit lower in the fall, and it's something that's gotten a lot better as we've gone on.
So you sort of touched on it. It's my last question: is how did you get involved in flag football? And you obviously love it to want to play at this kind of level.
Yes.
So talk to me how you got involved in it and what you love about it.
I originally have played soccer my whole life, and I played soccer here at Post. And then I left the soccer team, just didn't really like soccer anymore. And I didn't want to not do sports. And I saw that flag football was coming about. So I reached out to Dom in May. And originally I was going to play receiver, because I've never thrown a ball in my life. So I reached out to him, and we got in touch. I originally started soccer in the fall, so I wasn't playing flag football originally. Then I quit soccer, and then I started doing flag, and then that's when I started he wanted me to play quarterback. And then that's what I did.
A little daunting, right?
Yeah. And then my friend Hannah, number 9, she also played soccer here with me, and she left and is now here. So
Okay. Flag football quarterback who didn't pick up the position until early on, but at 5 for 6 today, 2 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and a reception. By the way, how was the reception playing?
It was great. That's what I practiced all summer, because my sister's boyfriend is a quarterback, and so we practiced playing receiver all summer. So that's what I was doing, and I don't do it anymore, but I can catch the ball.
There she is, our quarterback who receives the ball, rushes the ball, and plays defense. All in a game's work. 53-7 the final. Daily Katsaftis today. Star of the game for game number 1. We'll be back in an hour with game number 2. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.